Hi, this is Steven.
And this is Michael, and we are the Movie Bros.
Today we're going to be reviewing the theatrical trailer for the upcoming release Top Gun Maverick, starring
Yes.
Tom Cruise, yes, Val Kilmer, Ed Harris, and Miles Teller, and it's directed by Joseph Kosinski. Now we're going to have a lot to talk about and dive into after this trailer, but let's don't waste any more time. Let's get right on into it. Are you ready, Mike?
I'm ready. Are you ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Here comes the music.
Yes.
Boom.
30
Yes.
plus years of service. Combat medals, citations. Only man to shoot down 3 enemy planes in the last 40 years. Yet you can't get a promotion, you won't retire. Despite your best efforts, you refuse to die.
He's like Captain Kirk.
Yep. Man. Woo. So awesome.
You should be at least a 2-star admiral by now. Yet here you are,
Oh, man.
captain. Why is that?
It's one of life's mysteries, sir.
Top.
Woo, let's go. Goosebumps. Woo, wow.
The end is inevitable,
Man,
Maverick.
dude.
Your kind is headed for extinction.
Maybe so, sir. But not today.
Not today.
Woo. Man, oh man. Oh. That was incredibly amazing. Wow. Okay, so Mike, why don't you kick us off, man? I'll follow you, man.
Okay. Well, do you want to do any movie trivia first, or do you want
Sure,
to
yeah,
do?
we can do that first if you'd like.
Okay, sure.
So I have couple little things about this movie that are pretty interesting. Is that I mentioned earlier Joseph Kosinski is the director, and this is actually his second film to direct with Tom Cruise as a lead. And the first time they worked together was on the 2013 movie Oblivion, and he directed that film. And also, he also directed in 2010 Tron Legacy.
Oh, okay.
So this
With
is
Jeff Bridges.
yeah, that's right. So he's directed some big budget films before, and his second time with Tom Cruise. Now, one thing that I love about Tom Cruise in this movie is that he insisted to the studio. He said that the only way I will agree to do another Top Gun is if the real aircraft are used. There's no CGI in the aerial sequences. He said that's the only way. So everything you see in air is really done in the jets. They're not flying stuff in with CGI or none of that stuff. So it's 100%. Tom Cruise calls this movie a love letter to aviation. Is all he describes it. And so all those scenes we just saw in the trailer where he's in formation and he's come flying off the carrier, all that stuff is all really happening. And he talked about how incredible it is that they can film this in HD and the camera technology that they didn't have in Top Gun in '86 when the original was filmed. which still is a great movie, but the quality of the videoing and the camera and the jets and stuff is so much better.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that you'll notice, there was a little snippet of it in this trailer. There was a I don't know if you noticed a plane flying by. It was not a jet, and it was a really short scene. If you guys go back and back up the trailer, you'll find it about midway. The plane there is a World War II P-51 Mustang, and that plane actually is owned by Tom Cruise. He's the pilot.
Oh.
So he's actually an accomplished pilot in real life. That's his own plane that he actually owns. And I thought that was kind of neat. And then one last little thing that I thought was worth noting, the F-18 Hornet that he's flying in this movie, that Tom Cruise is in from his Maverick, that actual jet has been recommissioned for the Blue Angels area. Yeah, the Blue Angels team, aerobatic team, for the air show this year, this 2021 season, when it's to be starting soon in the summertime here. So the one he was in is actually going to be one of the 6 that are in the Blue Angels show, which is pretty cool. So if you guys go out and see the Blue Angels, one of those jets was the one Tom Cruise was actually in. So that's a little bit of trivia for the movie.
Some great trivia.
Yeah, thanks, man. So now we can dive in, right? So what do you think?
It looks fantastic. Got me excited, especially with the music, just like the original, movie trailer. It had that same music, and Maverick is being a Maverick. He hasn't gone up in rank, and and he's just like I said, Captain Kirk. He's just like a Captain Kirk, where he wants to be in the cockpit and not behind the desk pushing papers.
Yep.
So I think this will be an amazing movie. The trailer, like you said, didn't give away a lot. You just know that somebody dies at the end.
Right.
You see him at a funeral, and
yes, that's
wrapping
right.
the casket, with his pins and stuff. So but yeah, I think Tom Cruise is a fantastic actor. And I'm glad they pulled it off without any CGI.
Yep, that's right.
And I think that that Val Kilmer in there it'll be pretty cool to see him too.
It will.
Iceman,
yes.
And I wonder if he'll be a 2-star admiral. But
I know, right? I wonder. We'll see. Yeah.
Yep. See.
We'll see.
So what did you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it looks amazing, and all of the little Easter eggs, I'll call them, for everyone who's seen the original, wherein there's so many of them in there. There's the scene where you see them in the restaurant at the piano, which harkens back to Goose in the original one when they he played the piano, remember? Yep. And then you see, of course, the motorcycle. Its own character from the first movie. The motorcycle's back, the jacket's back with all the same jacket with all the same patches, and it was just. And then the beach scene. It's like bringing all that back, but the scale looks so much more grand in as far as the jets and like that shot where he's flying and there's those in formation and those guys, the jets are right here above him. Oh, never saw anything like that in Top Gun. This is like another level. So all of those things, and then the music got me. You probably saw me. I still get chill bumps when I hear that. And they did it with the big anthem, a big score. It was it's instead of just being the guitar, it was the full string section. It's like powerful, and so I am beyond stoked. This thing was supposed to come out May of 2020. And here we are a year later, and well, more than that, it's in June now. And the release date is right now, November 19th. So that's the current release date for this film. So got to wait a few more months, but it's well worth it. Trust me. I'm just the fact that, like you said, it got made, that they did this is fantastic. And one last little note, what I just thought of, the Tom Cruise made it a deal that all of the actors, the ones who fly, let's put it that way, the actors that are in jets, we would only hire actors that could physically fly, and they had to go, and the Navy agreed, just like they did in the first one, to go in there and train in F-18 Hornets. And so they actually assisted in this. Of course, I'm sure it helps when Tom Cruise walks in and says, "Hey, do me a favor, Navy. It's good for promotion for the Navy."
Heck yeah.
And I mean, really, it is. It really is. It's a good promotion for being a naval officer. So anyway, It's real all the way around. It's real. It's when all the people, the actors, are actually in the jets. So
next 5 to 10 years, everybody that joins the Navy is going to want to be a pilot.
You bet. Hey, when the original came out, when I was young, it made me want to be a pilot. I'll tell you that. I was going crazy over fighter jets. So
yeah,
I think this could be for this generation what the original was for our generation. I think it's got the potential. So anyway, I'm very excited and really looking forward to it. So those are kind of my thoughts on it, man. I think that, the only thing that gets me more excited than this trailer is our viewers. And so, guys, if you are watching this right now and you're like thinking, hey, this Movie Bros ain't so bad, you like the content, just click subscribe real quick, click the like button for us, and we would really appreciate that. You'll get notified of future videos and content. And also hit our merchandise store if you could. Just visit it, see what you think. And we have a Patreon page as well. All of the links are below in the description. So please check them out. We'd appreciate it. All right, Mike. So tell us your verdict. Final verdict. We've kind of given it away already. But
yeah.
Will you watch this movie?
Yeah, it's not only does the movie look amazing, it's also a nostalgia kind of thing because the original came back in the 80s. So yeah, I'll be definitely watching it.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, you guys know I will as well. Of course, I'm chomping at the bit here. I'm not getting my hopes up though, because they moved the date now several times. So I'm like, okay, November 19th, we'll see. But whenever it finally drops. Oh, and by the way, this is a Paramount production. And so Paramount has said that for everyone who has Paramount Plus subscription, all of their movies, when they go into theaters, they are releasing it 45 days later on Paramount Plus. So just a month and a half, it'll come out on Paramount for streaming. So it'll still be in theaters and you can stream it. Anyway, let me mention that.
Cool.
Well,
this is Mike.
This is Steven.
And we are the Movie Bros.